I'm sure a lot of you have heard of digital gardening. It's a term that I've seen a lot on the side of the internet that I'm on, and there's a really great video on what digital gardening is by Anna Howard, which I'll link somewhere, but you've probably already seen it. So in short, digital gardening is basically writing notes onto an app in a more digital format. And you can use apps like just your notes app, or you can use Obsidian, which is actually what I use, and I am a note taker, a digital note taker, but I'm also all for and have a great love for just your classic pen and paper. And I kind of wanted to go through the reasons why, and why you might also want to consider, if you are just a digital note taker, taking it back to the analog way of note taking, which is using pen and paper. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to discuss all the ways in which a classic notebook cannot be replaced, and how it can also replace your doom scrolling. A notebook can have several names, and one name I've seen come up recently is the commonplace book, but this is actually a term from antiquity and it's resurfaced, and basically it's a notebook that you can write both notes in, lists in, any fleeting thoughts, quotes, basically anything you like. It can come along with you everywhere, basically any bits of knowledge or thoughts you have. And obviously this can be organized however you like. I like to put all my kind of lists, recipes and poems at the back of my book, and then at the front I have more kind of longer form note taking and more prose style writing, and then they eventually meet in the middle, and that's when the book is finished. When you write in a notebook, you'll notice that you're a lot slower than when you take notes digitally, when you're typing things either on your phone or on a computer. And this typing speed is obviously great for efficiency, but I don't think having a notebook is about efficiency. The fact that writing in a notebook is slower allows you to think more as you write, so each word is more intentional. This means writing with better quality over just sheer quantity. You'll actually, like I said, contemplate over every word you use. It's more personal. Because it's a slower process, the thoughts you have can be more deep and more reflective of how you actually feel in a situation. And further to this personal idea, I love the fact that we all have our own signature style of writing, our own handwriting. And I don't know, I'm quite a romantic, so just the idea of like your mark being made that can't be remade by anyone else, I really love this idea, and it makes me really enjoy the practice of writing. Note-taking is a very personal practice. As I've mentioned in a previous video, it's very, very personal, and I think this just adds another element, another layer of your personality to these words. Writing in this analog way is meditative, I would say. I would say that it allows you to be really reflective and really understand where you're coming from in a situation, what you're trying to describe. It can make you really question things, really be open to trying to understand things on a deeper level. There isn't this illusion of perfection, and there is no backspace. So yes, of course, you can scribble words out, but you will see the word below, and you will see the transformation. You will see each mark and step you make. But either way, this messiness stops this illusion of perfection and allows you to, well, reminds you that you can draft this piece of writing several times. It isn't the finalized piece just the moment it hits the page. Whereas when you are dealing with a digital world, it can look really polished when it's only your first draft, and perhaps you do need to revise it. Also, revising your work allows you to understand it again, deeper. A lot of this is about understanding yourself deeper, understanding the words you've used deeper, being more reflective, being more curious. And digitalizing it takes a lot of these elements away. And this leads me on to my next point, that it's about the practice itself. I find that I remember things I've written down when I've written them down physically, because I've felt more involved in the process itself, and I can kind of even remember where I was. Whereas when I write things down on a computer, I feel like they just get lost, and I barely remember having written them because the process is so much quicker. Creativity. You can get more creative with an analog form of note-taking, because you can add illustrations to add some more depth to your writing, to illustrate your writing. You can basically format it in any which way you like, whereas when you use an app, you have to format it in the way it says. Like, you have to do line by line, you have to use certain spaces, whereas when you just write it on a piece of paper, the limits are kind of endless. And I think there are probably ways that you can illustrate in certain apps, but it's so much more instant and fun doing it by hand, and again, seeing your mark, the cross-pollination of ideas. And now I know that with Obsidian there is this kind of web version you can use, so rather than seeing all your notes in a linear form, you can see them in a web format, which allows you to see the connections. But I don't like the fact that the computer makes the connections for you, obviously based on your tags. But here I get to use my brain and be part of the journey. I get to scribble on old notes, I get to add new notes to old notes and see the journey, see the timeline of where this note started and where it's now been taken to, because I like to write over old notes and like remake what I've said in the past, but kind of have the past still be very present there. And the kind of realization of patterns, me realizing it myself, allows me to understand it deeper and remember what it is that I'm actually trying to say, rather than a computer doing it for me. I also just think for my brain, I work in this way, and it comes out more organically when I am able to see it on a piece of paper. And lastly, but most importantly, and exactly what this whole video is about, when you write with just pen and paper, you aren't distracted by other apps on your phone or the internet on your computer. You are just involved in the act of writing, and there's nothing to distract you, and it can just be, as I've said, meditative. It can just feel like an emptying of the mind, and it's so much more fulfilling, relaxing. And say you are writing something quite emotional, it feels like that weight has been really lifted off you, and you aren't then just going to refill your brain again with useless information that you find on the internet. So I have a few of my notebooks here with me. This is my main notebook for when I'm home, and if I'm reading or something, I write longer essays, and then I also have just like lists as well, sticky notes that aren't sticky anymore. But yeah, as you can see, just longer notes, and then more bullet points and lists, with some really ugly stickers on the front, so forgive that. But I really like this notebook. It's a moleskin, and when it finishes, I think I might get another moleskin, but I'm also considering maybe going to Muji or having a look at, there are a few brands I found that I like the look of, and would like to test out. This is pretty close to a perfect notebook for me, but I would really like to try one of those notebooks that you can refill. Yeah, and at the moment I don't have a proper system, but so I also have this notebook, which is kind of a commonplace book because it's I carry it around more everywhere with me. I get through it pretty quickly. I have a ton of these, but basically this is just mostly lists and a few quotes and a few to-do things, and if I have a really short thought I can write it down in this, but I can bring this everywhere with me and put it in my bag. As you can see, it's very small. I've defiled the back with a horrible pattern that I don't want to show you guys. So here we go. You'll only see this side. And then I have this random notebook I found that's completely empty. It doesn't have any brand, so I'm not sure where it's from, but it's just lines. So I'll be probably using this next until I purchase a new one. If you actually have any recommendations of a notebook I should try and get my hands on, please let me know, because usually I kind of just end up with them, and I've always stuck with moleskin. This small one is also moleskin. But yeah, if you have any recommendations, I'd love to hear. I went to Japan, and I know they're really into stationery, and there's a lot of great stationery shops there, and I'd be really keen on getting my hands on one of those style journal notebooks. Having a physical notebook can make it such a joy to revisit yourself, revisit who you were in the past, revisit the words. And in the same way as looking through an album, seeing old photos of yourself, this is like seeing an internal world as opposed to the external world, the world you've built that's behind you now, your past. I really, really love this idea, and I really enjoy going over my old words and feeling something being brought back to me. It feels quite emotional. And I also think that there's nothing that beats the feel of a pen on paper and the turning of pages. I just think analog is definitely here to stay, and I would recommend anyone also keep a physical notebook, even if you also have digital. So I hope I've inspired you to get writing in a notebook. And yes, as I said, please recommend any notebooks you think I should get my hands on, and I will see you again for my next video.